Hey, Heinrich, how you doing? It's
I'm good.
Cassell.
I'm good. Hey,
Good. How you doing? Now we're live with Heinrich Vibskov. Did I pronounce that correctly?
normally you would say Henrik, but Heinrich is German. It's also fine. I
All
can
right,
deal with that.
Henrik Vibskov. All right, he's all the way in Copenhagen. I'm here in New York City. He is just presented his collection at the Copenhagen Fashion Week Summer Spring 21 show. Um, First question I have for you, Henrik. Which piece is your favorite and why, as far as like design, aesthetic, materials used?
Yeah, it's been a crazy season actually. There's been lockdown for several months, and then at the same time, suddenly, whoa, we back on track like everything should be, and therefore it's been it's been challenging. For example, the shoe
Hmm.
factory in Italy went bankrupt, so we had to make our own
Wow.
shoes, like
Oh,
some kind
nice.
of a little bit. So they some of the shoes hurted a bit, I could say. But I
Hmm.
really like some of the fabrics that we managed to, just before the COVID-19 hit it, we managed to do some of our fabrics where we had own symbols or own colors mixed in. We managed to have that done before the crisis. So I really like some of the
Hmm.
pink stuff and the flower stuff, and and the theme is
Hmm.
about fire, which is inspired about from last season, where I
Yeah.
did a show where fire alarm started. But actually, before that, I decided that it could be interesting to work with fire. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Nice. So speaking of like, being sustainable in the process of, designing fashion, which part of the code of conduct that you've created is the most challenging with your brand?
I think it's challenging. Like, of course, everything has been extra challenging here, but we still
Hmm.
maintain to keep like nearly 90% is kind of sustainable. So it's like
Hmm.
recycled polyester, it's organic cotton, it's a bottom made out of nuts, but
Hmm.
also somehow in the way that the silhouettes, we try to do it so we don't use too much fabric or too many meters. Uh,
Hmm.
and like we did the presentation, a film for the Paris Fashion Week, and we tried to do it again.
Yeah.
That's also a kind of strangely recycle of the
The
collections.
seesaws in the
But it
back
has
are pretty
been,
cool.
yeah. Uh, the performers are still on there. We have a limit of 100 people at the time, so we just have to keep
Hmm.
on doing the show until. So we do another one in 5 minutes, and we do another one in like 15 minutes, and we do another one in half an hour. So
Nice.
as long as there's people, then we and now there's coming new people in, so we try to fill up
Hmm.
the seats. But we have the Danish government COVID regulation is 100 people max.
Nice. Okay.
So
So, pretty much let's kind of talk about the brand aesthetic and how it relates to climate change happening in the world. I just kind of want to dive into that with your brand.
yeah, it's I'm educated from St. Martin's like nearly 20 years ago, and
Hmm.
the whole program was not like, it was more about the shape, how you could form things, how big you could go, and suddenly that's been a completely game changer. So that's also been a
Hmm.
challenge for me. Like, we started 4 or 5 years ago, uh, and when, okay, we have to, if I have to continue doing what I'm doing, it has to be different. So therefore
Hmm.
we try to really work hard on the sustainable part.
Hmm.
So it's tricky, but we try our best. Uh, Even that we are nearly 90%, sometimes we're going to have a full collection, which is like 100% of
Yeah.
sustainability. Then in the end, it's also like, but it would be actually really good if no one was consuming anything for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But then I should probably do something else. Or then I should do only costumes
Understandable.
or theater and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I think that's all the time we have. We were speaking with Henrik Vibskov of Henrik Vibskov. He's at Copenhagen Fashion Week in Denmark. I'm Cassell of Forbes.com.
And it's
Thank you guys for
sunny.
joining us. Yeah.
Thanks.
Henrik is going cool on us. Thank
Peace.
you guys for joining us on the Q&A live sessions with Copenhagen Fashion Week. I'm Cassell from Forbes.com, and this is Henrik Vibskov.